evening, everyone. I call this meeting to order at 6 p.m. on August 7th. We have a quorum present. Let's proceed. The next item on the agenda is closed session. Do we have a motion to enter into closed session?
Madam Chair, in accordance with Section 2.2-3711 of the Code of Virginia, I move that the Franklin City School Board enter into a closed session to discuss and evaluate matters related to new hires, supplemental employment, school board clerk, promotion, non-resident applications, and resignations pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A, 1 and 2.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Any abstentions? The board will now enter into closed session. The closed session has concluded. We now return to open session. I would like to entertain a motion to come out of closed session. Do we have a... The closed session has concluded. We are now returning to open session. I would like to entertain a motion to come out of closed session.
Make a motion that we come out of closed session.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, no. Any abstentions? We have a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Do we have a motion to come out of closed session? Certification of the board. Do we have a motion for certification?
Whereas the Franklin City School Board has convened a closed meeting on this date pursuant to an affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and whereas Section 2.2-371(2) of the Code of Virginia requires a certification by this school board that such closed meeting was conducted in conformity with Virginia law, and now therefore be it resolved that the Franklin City School Board hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, one, only public business matters lawfully exempted by Virginia's law were discussed in the closed meeting to which this certification applies, and two, only such public business matters as were identified in the motion convening the closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, no. Any abstentions? Do we have a motion to approve a personal agenda? Tabling 9 through 12 and also 26.
Also move.
Are we
Point of
tabling
correction.
26 or
We're taking a
voting on
side
that
vote
separate?
on 26.
Vote separately.
It's a separate
on that
vote.
one.
Yeah, not
Yes.
tabling, voting separately.
9 through 12 is actually going to be tabled, and 26 is getting a separate vote. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Any abstentions?
Madam Chair, I move that we approve item 26 as written.
Do we have a second?
A second.
Any discussion?
Yes, what is item number 26?
Item number 26 is Ms. Davis being the board clerk.
Some discussion on that. 2 weeks ago when we met here, a lot of citizens did contact myself, possibly other board members, I don't know. They had issues with the fact that we never appointed a clerk, and that is what is getting acknowledged and voting on now. They also had issues about the clerk knowing what her position is and is not. This is not her meeting, it is the school board's meeting, not her meeting. So that was also brought to the attention. I'm stating this so you do not think anything was ignored or glossed over. And I got a lot of concerns from many members of the community on that. And also, I apologize. The superintendent referenced citation from the state code that was incorrect as well, and it was brought to my correction that we accepted it, or I accepted it. So I will take responsibility for that as well and apologize for that. But now that is what the vote is about, whether or not the clerk, Amita Davis, will become the clerk.
Could there be some discussion about the procedure? I think it's merely a recommendation, but the board has to approve that.
The board doesn't have to approve it.
The board does not have to.
No, ma'am. What it is that the superintendent makes a recommendation. With the superintendent making a recommendation, we do not have to accept that recommendation. We can have another recommendation. With that being said, the only way that the clerk can actually be the school board clerk is that she needs to be appointed. And appointed means that a vote needs to happen. So last week, when it was over talking, it was actually over talked out of her being the clerk. And we voted on the deputy clerk. So this is why we are bringing this 26 up today with Almeda Davis, a motion to have her as the school board clerk.
Thank you for that clarification.
You're welcome. Any other discussions? All in favor say aye.
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 In favor of what? I'm sorry.
Almeda Davis being the clerk. Oh,
One by
sorry.
one?
Apologies. Dr. Scott,
Yes.
Mr. Grant. No. LaShonda Parker,
Aye.
Bob Holt,
Aye.
Wadia Bailey,
No.
Christina Boone, yes.
Madam Chair, I move that we accept the 3 non-resident students as presented.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Roll call, Ms. Wiki? White? Ms. B, sorry.
Good evening, everybody. Ms. Boone,
Here.
Ms. Bailey,
Here.
Mr. Holt,
Here.
Ms. Parker,
Here.
Mr. Grant, Dr. Harrison, Dr. Scott,
Here.
The consent agenda. 4.1 is the first reading. We will vote on our next meeting. 4.2 is the second reading. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes for 6/26/2025? Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Please note, Member Scott was not present, and members Grant and Bailey were not yet being appointed. Therefore, they will be abstained. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? No. Any abstentions?
I abstain.
Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As promised, we will have our superintendent's kickoff, and we're entitled at Boots on the Ground. Every step forward is a step toward change. And so I'm asking the community to join us in an engaging evening as we discuss questions in an open and welcoming environment. And as you can see, it'll be a 2-hour. If it takes a little longer, we'll go as long as the community needs us to go. These questions and will be asked by parents because I want to hear from the stakeholders And so also they will be provided with family meals. All is welcome to come, but the questions and answers, the Q&A will be coming from the parents because I want to hear from the parents. Also, I will be asking the parents to join the PTA, the PTSA. We will also have a superintendent's advisory committee. So what that means is that once a month, I will have 8 parents that representing from each ward, and 1 will be at large. And then I will have a family and community engagement committee. We will foster on policies that's going on, such as, give you an example, such as the cell phone policy and how that works. We also, that's not on this list, we also have girls and boys mentoring groups. So we have girls on the run, and we also have distinguished gentlemen. So I'll be asking for volunteers for that. So basically, the first one will be Thursday, August 14th, and that will be from 6 to 8, and that will be at the Sportsman. And then on the 19th, it'll be at the Franklin Southampton Economic Development Center. And so we'll start these 2 off, and then again, the questions will be coming from the parents at the Franklin Southampton Economic Development, but however, all is welcome.
A question about that. You said you'd have 8 parents to do what?
Superintendent Advisory Committee. That means that they come to me once a month with any concerns that they have, and we talk about it.
And can anyone apply to that position? Do you have to apply to it?
You will sign up as a volunteer for all those who are interested, and then we will, it depends on how many people we have. If we have just 8, then it'll be that 8. But if we have more, then we'll figure out how to do some screening.
Grandparent in my ward, Regina Hill, she had recently pursued doing that, and she went up to the school asking for an application, and she was told by Dr. Minor that the superintendent said, well, she didn't get an application because the superintendent, and this is what was said because she speaks out so much in school board meetings, it wasn't going along with your program or the program, and I may be paraphrasing it, but that is what happened with Regina Hill when she wanted to pursue exactly what you're talking about, so someone needs to make contact with her.
Ms. Wazik, just write down her name. I'll get some clarification on what happened. Dr. Walters.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. This evening I'm providing an update on a few pieces that we've got working through my department. And there are 2 or 3 action items that I would like for your consideration this evening. First, the Virginia Public School Authority does offer grant opportunities to Virginia school divisions. This particular grant is the SOL Educational Technology Grant. This funding helps to support infrastructure, whether laptops, student laptops or teacher laptops. It also helps us to ensure that the network is up to date and functioning to support SOL testing. This year's FCPS award is $102,000. This does have a 20% local match, so we are required to fund $20,400 if we accept this award. It's my recommendation that we adopt the attached resolution, and that is the next file, so we can address that in just a moment. Additionally, this evening, there are 2 sets of materials that I'm requesting that we surplus, and I would request that the board consider each slide separately. So for this first slide, we have materials from the nutrition and instruction departments, and we are requesting permission to dispose of items that have been held in off-site storage or are no longer functional. So as appropriate, we will recycle items that we can, and others that are not recyclable will take to a refuse center. If the board will consider providing permission to surplus those items.
Do we have a motion to approve the reimbursement solution for request for surplus? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you want to go slide by slide.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're asking for the motion on this one first?
On just this slide, yes, ma'am.
Do we have a motion to approve the reimbursement?
I so move.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Clarify. Excuse me, I just want to clarify. What exactly was that way that we have the motion correct? What are you asking for us to do on this slide?
I'm recommending that the board provide the superintendent's office with permission to surplus the items listed on this slide.
So it's the motion for the surplus.
Not a reimbursement.
Correct.
So you're just asking for consent to dispose of these items?
Yes, ma'am.
Reimbursement, that's why everyone is confused.
Because when you say that you're doing them individually, you have a VSPA 2025-2026 reimbursement resolution. And that
Yes.
is what I have up here as what you're presenting to the board.
Yes, ma'am. That's the next action item. When my two pieces were put on the agenda, the resolution itself was dropped to the next action item. So,
Okay, so what we're asking is, do we have a motion to dispose of the surplus?
I move that we approve the surplus disposal.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Any abstentions?
thank you.
You're welcome.
The next request for surplus deals with 4 of our fleet vehicles. The first is a 2017 Dodge Caravan. That vehicle is valued at approximately $7,000, but requires a new transmission, which is going to cost $8,000 to fix. The 3 school buses that are listed are well beyond their life expectancy, which is established to be 15 years or greater. So my request this evening is to have permission to surplus these vehicles utilizing GovDeals, which is an auction website for local municipalities, state governments, and the federal government to support the purchase of a replacement van.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the surplusing of 4 vehicles.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Should we not add upon pertaining to support the purchase of a replacement van?
The motion you just made was only to get rid of the 4 vehicles. It
Yeah,
wasn't
all
to actually
4.
purchase.
3 buses and the van.
Right.
But she's saying also to use it to,
And he's saying that he's,
towards the purchase of new vehicles.
New vehicles or a van? You said a van.
It's not likely that, I would love to get multiple vehicles, but it's most likely that the funding that we receive from the sale of these will help support the purchase of one van, given the capital funding that's necessary for that.
So the motion is to sell these to this company and use the money towards purchasing another van?
Yes, ma'am.
Another van?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So once again, do we have a motion to approve to destroy the 4 vehicles and place that money towards purchasing another van, correct?
Yes, ma'am. We're requesting to auction these vehicles to purchase one van to replace that which the transmission needs to be replaced.
Okay.
I approve that motion.
Do we have a second? A second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Any abstentions?
Thank you. And one last component to my update, I'm very excited to share some pictures that we have of the updated SP Morton playground. I will tell you that it was the first time that I have ever seen a tractor trailer used to deliver mulch. But we are excited that this is going to be in place for our students when they return to us in just a few short weeks. So I'd be happy to answer any questions about that project or any other questions that you have.
I have a question, but it's not pertaining to that project.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's Mod C. With the increments of the weather, with it raining, there's no awning. So is there ever going to have an awning placed there? Because when the teachers come out of the main building and go into Mod C, or the children, they're getting wet and everything else. So are we ever planning on putting an awning there?
Yes, ma'am. We're looking at cost options right now for the install of that. And once we have a recommendation from the maintenance team, I'll be bringing that to the board. That will require capital funding likely to support.
Okay.
Any other questions? So the next action item that I have is approval of the resolution to participate in the VPSA grant opportunity. Again, that is funding of over $100,000. We're required a 20% match. That match is going to come from existing technology funding.
When you say the technology funding, did we not replace all of our networking last year? We had an upgrade with it?
Yes, ma'am. So we're looking to, if you'll scroll to the last page, we're required to indicate how we're utilizing the funding for this grant opportunity. One more page, please. And so we're indicating classroom multimedia computers. Generally, what Mr. Spa utilizes this funding for is Chromebook purchase and replacement. So this is one of the ways that we're able to achieve our one-to-one initiative, really to maintain our one-to-one initiative, particularly at the secondary level. So we've identified ways in which that funding can be used. The primary purchase is laptop replacement.
So it's handheld devices, correct? It's for basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is what we're going to use this grant money for.
1, 2, 3, and 5, yes, ma'am.
So now, do we have a motion to approve the reimbursement resolution?
Just a quick question.
Yes, sir.
You're saying that the funding is already in place for the 20%?
Yes, sir. We'll be able to reallocate within the technology category to cover that 20% cost.
Question,
Yes, ma'am.
does that mean from existing money or expected money?
It's going to come from existing money. So and Dr. Carter, please correct me if I'm wrong, but with the budget that was presented to City Council, that which was adopted, our funding is established by category. So that, in Virginia, technology is its own budget category. So funding exists in that allocation that we can move within that category. We're going to utilize that funding, which we already have written into the budget. Yes, ma'am.
Do we have a motion to approve the reimbursement resolution?
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, those who say aye.
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 All those opposed, no. Any abstentions?
Thank you, Board.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, that concludes my superintendent's report.
We do have something also that's known as the signing of the Code of Conduct. And being that I have everyone present in front of me, I'd like for them to sign that this evening. If there's any discussion with it, we can discuss it. The Virginia School Board Association Code of Conduct serves as a fundamental document that outlines the ethical principal responsibilities and expectations for school board members across the Commonwealth of Virginia. It is designed to promote effective governance, foster collaboration, and ensure accountability in decision-making process that impacts public education. By adhering to this code, board members demonstrate their commitment to upholding the highest standards of integrity, transparent, and service in their role as a steward of educational excellence. The Code of Conduct provides a frame for maintaining trust and respect among board members, school staff, students, parents, and the board committee, ensuring that all actions align with the shared goals of advancing student success and well-being. That is what our Code of Conduct for the school board consists of. Do you have a copy of that, Ms. B? Okay. Thank you. Any other school board business?
One other thing, I think everyone was confused on citizen time, whether or not we were having it, we were not having it. And I would like to make a motion, actually amendment to the agenda for citizen time. So we can either put a piece of paper up there and you sign, or it could be done any way that's so choosing. But I am requesting that we amend the agenda to include citizen time now, until whatever changes get made to include it in the beginning, later, or what the procedure is. I'm just making a motion to amend tonight for citizen time.
You can amend the motion, but usually during work sessions.
No, I understand. I just
Okay.
still want to make an amendment
That's fine.
to the agenda to include citizen time tonight.
I second it.
Thank you. Do we have any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All of those opposed say no.
Said nay.
Any abstentions? And Ms. Vice Chair, for clarification, are you asking for citizens' time to be today, right now?
Yes, because the first, this is the last part of the meeting, so this is the only opportunity left.
Would anyone like to come up and share any thoughts from the community? I'd like the board to recognize Ms. Lee, Ms. Audrey Lee.
Yes, I'd like to say good evening to everyone. name's Audrey Lee, 507 Vaughns Lane, Franklin, Virginia. I had a friend of mine to call this week, and they would like to invite one of the athletic groups from Franklin City Public Schools to come to an HU football game on October the 11th. And I am requesting that the board make this possible as far as transportation is concerned. And this is what was sent to me. The members of Olympic Social Club Omega Sigma Chi at Hampton University are sponsoring an HBCU football trip for Franklin High School athletic coaches and cheerleaders. Limited tickets will be available. Please contact the Franklin High School Athletics Director for more information. It is an honor for us to show our appreciation for the tremendous sacrifices they are making to represent the school, community, and themselves in a winning manner. The game is scheduled for October the 11th at 2:00 p.m. in Armstrong Stadium, Hampton University. The Hampton Pirates will battle Campbell at our home by the sea. We're excited and expect to have a great time with all who attend. Our organization goals include assisting with the growth of our youth and supporting and encouraging them in every way that we can. Broncos, enjoy your trip. Hope to see you there. Hampton hugs. And I'm reading this to you because I want to make sure this happens, because our children they haven't been getting going on field trips. They haven't been involved in any types of activities that would motivate them or encourage them to do better. So, and they don't have anything in the city of Franklin that would motivate them or encourage them as far as activities are concerned. So I'm asking that the school board make sure that this happens. They are giving us tickets. They are paying for the tickets. This social group is paying for the tickets for the athletes to come, and it's some of the cheerleaders. And so that's my request, is to make sure that that happens. Thank you.
Ms. Audrey Lee, don't move.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I want to tell you, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
With that being said, is there any way that that information can be forwarded to Dr. Carter, and we can make it happen for our children?
Yes, ma'am. Sure can.
Thank you.
Sure can.
Anyone else in the community like to come up and share anything? Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but welcome to come.
My name is Mary Williams.
Yes,
I live
ma'am.
at 326 Thomas Street. I have a question.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
That I'm kind of concerned about. I was told last school year, where I asked a question to a teacher. I said, why they don't do homework in school anymore? I said, because it would be beneficial, because you're not getting all you need in the time frame while you're in school. And I was told that because children don't bring the homework back, and every parent is not like you who make their child bring the homework. So I'm really concerned because, you know, they were saying that a lot of kids were behind on SOL when the 12th graders got ready to graduate this term. So, you know, I just want to know, even if parents, some parents may not make them bring their work home, I think it would be very beneficial for extra work. And also, this is just my opinion, my thought.
Yes, ma'am.
Money that was used for those pockets, if you would have used that money to get tutors back in the school, because I used to work in the school system in Franklin, and they had tutors back in those days. And those kids really benefited from that. We need tutors in the school now that can help the children along so they won't get to the 12th grade and have that same thing that happened this year with all those kids who, had to hurry up and try to get their SOLs passed. We need to do better in the city of Franklin, and I thank you.
I thank you, and I appreciate you for your comment. Anyone?
Ms. Tompkins, would you talk about a little bit about our tutors, teachers, programs that we offer?
And Dr. Carter, afterwards, could you explain a little bit about the homework and what the teachers are expected, or what was given, the direction that was given to the teachers last year at convocation?
Good evening, school board, community members. I'm certainly happy to share that we do have tutors in our schools. We have a teacher to tutors program, which was at our elementary school in partnership with George Mason University. We have after school tutoring using our school improvement grant. We also had our Enrichment Fridays, which we offer tutoring. We have our SOL Academy for the high school. So there are multiple opportunities for our students to participate in tutoring. We advertise that very early and wide. We start in the month of October because we get all of our data from mandatory state testing in September, and we use that data to target which students we feel could benefit. However, all are welcomed. So we certainly do have the opportunity for students to participate in tutoring all year long. We have some tutors who we hire to work. They are called interventionists. They work within the school. We also have them work after school. So there are multiple times that we have opportunities for our students to participate. If I could talk more about homework, I will be bringing to the board our recommendations for grading, as well as the homework procedures for how homework is graded and how it is counted into the student's overall grade. So that will be forthcoming at our August 21st school board meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I just want to point out, especially regarding the Enrichment Fridays, push for your students to participate, your children to participate in Enrichment Friday. There's a lot more that they get from that. And so I'm one of those parents, like, if she can get something educational, then she's gonna do it. I'm her mother. I tell her what to do. She doesn't run me. So anything that's gonna help her, or any of the kids, I would strongly push for that, so that we're not sitting in December with slots still available for Enrichment Friday. When is Enrichment Friday gonna start?
It starts
In October, right? So go ahead and get your kids involved in Enrichment Fridays, as well as the other tutoring programs that are being offered. And if you see something that is not happening that is supposed to be happening, then let us know that it's not happening.
Oh.
Let me just say this right quick to piggyback off of what Ms. Parker said. I've been working in the schools for a long time, and I can honestly say that most of the time when we're having meetings, PTA meetings, or just after school programs to just try to have, meet with the parents to discuss grades, we generally get the parents that we don't need to speak to. We get the parents whose kids are doing wonderful, making straight A's and B's and well behaved. And it's not to say that, those parents that don't come, they don't have an excuse. I mean, I'm very empathetic. I've, pretty much reared children myself, and I know how hard it can be to work 8 to 10 hours and then have to try to make a meeting. But we need all parents to come and participate. This is going to be my ongoing theme while I'm serving on this board. We have to all do this together, and that's the only way. And we need every parent. We need to push, like Ms. Parker was saying, push those students or your children to come to these programs and be there when you can. And neighbors, you have to do what you have to do to get them there, because we need these kids in the classroom and in these extra activities so that we can make sure that they get what they need.
I'm going to piggyback, off of what you said, because last year, I'm not sure if everyone was aware of it, but we had Saturday school also in the library. There was tutoring on Saturdays. Mr. Smith was a bus driver, one of the bus drivers, that would come to the children's homes and pick them up on Saturday mornings. They were going to the Franklin City Library, and they were having tutoring for math. If you do not know, please do ask. There are parent advocators that are inside of the schools. Bring it to their attention. Our children have to learn, and that is just it. We have to have them in school. We have to have them in school for the whole entire days also. We have parents that are picking up children after the first bell. We have parents that are picking up children after the third bell, not at the end of the day. These children need to stay in schools. They need to come to school. If, in fact, they cannot, I know of individuals that actually came because the child missed the bus, came to the homes. Phone calls were made to the schools, and the children were picked up from their homes. It takes a community. We all need to get together to build our children. I'm asking, please. I'm honestly begging. So we don't hear our children can't read. So we don't hear our children can't. Instead of them, they're in front of a register, a cash register, and they're pulling out a cell phone. It's not fair to the children. It's not fair to our future. If we don't teach them today, we're not going to have a future. Franklin is so small. It's so small. We all need to get together and help each other grow. Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say something in regards to that. Dr. Carter, you've been in the seat for 2 years now. Y'all have been on the board for a number of years. And you're talking about the parents who need to be here but are not. And we already see with all the chicken dinners y'all want to offer, with all the little activities you want to offer, they're still not coming out. So that means that the board, the superintendent, the truancy officers, the community engagement specialists, the top-heavy central office need to be going to the homes of these children, because these children are not the ones to be blamed for this. Nope. And if you realize that you can't make a parent do something because you haven't engaged with them, something is wrong with that. I think it is a problem not only of the parents, but it is the responsibility of Franklin City Public Schools, Franklin City Public School Board, superintendent, all of those different offices that you have, all these doctors that we have on staff, to go to the homes of these children that you see that are having problems, that are not able to get to school. Do you know how many kids? I'm an advocate here. Do y'all know how many calls I get from people who don't have food? And you would think, what, everybody should be able to get food. But do you realize that this food stamp situation that we have here that's not being monitored, these food stamps are being sold, nails done, hair done, because we have a group of people who they just don't know any different. They need direction. You need to have some type of parent programs established in this city. If you want to do something, establish some programs so some of these parents can be taught. Because you can't be a math teacher if you haven't been taught math. You can't be a teacher if you haven't gone to college to be one. So we need to stop passing the buck. We need to start just stand up and do what's right. Y'all know, God is really looking down on this thing. Our children are the ones that's suffering. Somebody text me today, wanted to meet me about an intelligence thing, bring $1,000 and we're going to have a panel discussion to see the intelligence. It's not about no intelligence. It's about helping our children. And our children desperately need help. I have been over to that school. I went over there and substitute. I've told y'all a number of times. I went over to substitute to see what was going on in the school system. Those sixth graders reading on a third grade level. You know, that's ridiculous. And we have all of these doctors, all of these certified people doing absolutely nothing to help our babies. I admonish y'all, y'all better wake up. And you're talking about people coming into the city of Franklin. Who wants to come to the city of Franklin and bring their children to go to school here? I know I wouldn't. Thank you.
Miss Audrey Lee, with that being said,
Yes, ma'am.
can I meet you at the Sportsman's Club on the 14th? Because I'll be there.
Yes, ma'am. What do you want me to do?
That's when Dr. Carter's with the parents and everything.
So I can speak?
Hmm?
I can speak then? Is that what you're asking?
I'm asking you to come with me, to join with the community and speak to the people in the community. I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't have any problem. I speak to them every day, baby. I don't have any problem with that.
Thank you. Are there any other comments? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second it.
Any discussions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Any abstentions?
Did everybody sign this?
The meeting's adjourned.